Ladies and gentlemen, we'll begin shortly. Do not change the channel. Do not go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, settle down, settle down. We are live. Back in the building, man. What is this, 139? ATR Podcast 139, live from Long Beach, California. Gio Garcia here alongside Christian Mosqueda. Back, man, back for more. Fight week.
Fight week, man. It feels like it was just, a month and a half ago that Canelo just stepped in the ring, and now he's back. So, I mean, that says a lot about, when things are right, promotion-wise, he's ready to fight. So,
yeah, man.
It feels like it was just December.
Of course, we'll be talking Canelo against Yildirim. I still don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm going to just roll with it. Some Valdez, Berchelt reactions. We kind of got into it. When was it? Sunday. But we can discuss it a little more, discuss the aftermath and all the stuff that we've seen since the interview, some of the footage and all that good stuff. AB, Adrien Broner.
AB.
Back in the winning column. He hadn't fought in a couple years, man. AB, the game missed you.
The game missed you.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but controversial win. I guess we'll get into it. And, of course, the news from today, Teofimo Lopez, man. Teofimo Lopez and Triller. They're going to click up. They're going to link up for the fight against Cambosos, and we'll get into that in a little bit, man. But let's just go ahead and get started with Canelo. Canelo Alvarez, man.
Canelo versus Yildirim. I think I'm saying it right. I heard it a couple times.
Yeah.
Not much is known out there other than like the diehard that know who,
You haven't been to Turkey?
I haven't been to Turkey, man. I know he's
Have you ate turkey?
I mean, I've eaten turkey. It's not that good, to be honest.
No? You don't like turkey sandwiches? That sounds
right.
good, huh?
Yeah, it does sound good right now, man. Does sound good right now. But yeah, not many people giving Abney a chance, right?
Yeah, man. Jesus leaving. He said, no AB talk. I'm out.
Oh, man.
What up to Sean? What up to Jesus? We'll get into Berchelt in a little bit, man. Shout out to B here with the comments. You'll read it in a bit. But
he's starting hot, huh?
as always, man, he doesn't waste any rounds. Comes out swinging
for the fences.
He
got into it with somebody on Twitter, man. I had to go in and throw the towel. He knows what I'm talking about. But We'll give him a little shout at the end.
Wait, what happened? What happened? I didn't hear it.
He got into a little Twitter scuffle with, I believe it was Scoon. And we were just joking about it back and forth.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's a
Scoon?
Scoon. He's a Twitter personality, but
Who got into it with him?
Brian.
The Brian?
The Brian.
Oh, I know Brian.
Right.
I don't know any Scoon.
No, you're right.
That sounds like they misspelled their name. Scoon.
Brian doesn't waste any rounds. All right, let's get into it.
Are you sure their name is Scoon?
That's Scoon TV. That's what he's called. All right, let's get into it. Canelo.
All right,
Abney.
man.
Canelo Abney.
Yeah. So this Saturday, man, live from the Hard Rock Stadium, Miami, Florida. The Zone. If you guys haven't canceled your The Zone subscriptions, The Zone, Canelo against Yildirim, Miami. It's open, right? There's going to be fans. Yeah. I don't know if I don't have the numbers as far as how many fans will be permitted in attendance, but yeah, it's in Miami. Miami's open.
Miami's open.
Open to the public.
I mean, this is a good thing, man. Finally got a big audience. You know, I know people are going to feel some type of way because of the pandemic and everything that's going on. But, I mean, just follow protocols. That's going to be good, man. Finally get some fans in there with Canelo fight. So, yeah. Prediction.
Yildirim, not a threat. Barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken without the barbecue. Damn, that easy. Canelo under 5. Yeah, they're saying Canelo under 5. Shout out to Comics Vet checking in. Tenemos que stop using my account. It only allows 2 people.
For the Zone? Nah,
yep.
I'm using hobbies.
Why? Come on, now I gotta edit this out.
Hey,
Unbelievable, man.
So how many rounds are you giving?
We're locked in. We're not changing it.
Yeah.
So I said round 6 through 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yildirim's going down. You said 5 through 6. All right.
Yeah.
And it's locked and loaded. I'll show you guys the official predictions next time. We've been getting them wrong, so
I know
I'm in no rush to brag about it.
we've been a little off, you know.
We only got the first one of the year right, which is Ryan Garcia KO.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since we got the Jackson Marinez one wrong, and we got Berchelt wrong.
Yeah,
you put no respect on Oscar Valdez's name, dude.
I was a little shocked. I mean, I almost got the round right, but it was for the wrong person. So, you know, it was a bit of a shocker. But yeah, I feel confident with this one, with this Canelo, and it's almost set. If we get another one wrong, it will be like one of the biggest upsets. But
yeah, we're not getting this one wrong, ladies and gentlemen. If we get this wrong, I will buy a Turkish jersey. And I will rock it for a month straight. And I'm gonna have to edit this part out if I lose.
Take that out. Yeah. So Canelo fight this weekend. This sets up again. You know what can happen the rest of the year. You know they're throwing out Billy Joe. I know you're not a big fan of his.
Yeah, man. Let's not skip over this fight, dude. Put some respect on Avni's name. Avni Yildirim is Canelo's opponent, man. Yeah. Pretty sure not too many people are familiar with him, but big shout out to our guy George Razzo's in the building. George Razzo Podcast. Go subscribe to him, man. He has a decent little podcast. Yeah. I'm just kidding. It's good. Go check it out.
A decent little podcast.
No, but he says, is anyone interested in seeing this fight? Yeah, I'm always up for a knockout.
Yeah.
I'm always up for watching people get knocked out. The card is supposed to be good overall. News came out today, I believe, that El Rey, Julio Cesar Martinez, his fight has been canceled, and we can talk about that in a little bit. I got that from my source from the East Coast, Derek. Shout out to Pennsylvania. But yeah, just a little bit of just some background on this fight. Yildirim's last fight was against Anthony Durrell, February 2019, so it's been a while. He lost actually by a technical decision. I was watching the highlights today, and he actually thought he won. It was very interesting, the final outcome. They stopped it in the 10th due to a cut on Durrell's face. He always seems to get cut, huh? Yeah. But Yildirim thought he lost, so he started celebrating, and then they were like, "No, sir, wait a minute. It's been a technical decision because the cut was due to a headbutt." So they went to the scorecards, and it was actually a majority, man. Yeah. I didn't even know this until today. It was a majority decision, majority technical decision, or no, split. I get confused with the terms. I think it's split. But anyway, one of the judges scored at 98-92 for Yildirim, which is interesting. And then the other two, 96-94 for Darrell. And this was for Benavidez' bacon belt. He had vacated, I believe that was the first time he was stripped of the belt. And that's how Darrell got it back. And then he lost it again to Benavidez.
Yeah.
And, yeah. But Yildirim almost became the WBC super middleweight champion.
Damn, that close.
He hasn't fought since. So I don't think it's going to be competitive, but I do think he lasts longer than Rocky Fielding.
Has to. The only other fight that we see that's notable is a third round loss to Chris Eubank Jr. And again, I know you're not fond of the British, but Chris Eubank Jr. is kind of known. He's kind of
British boxers
by British
boxers.
boxing media.
British people I like.
So yeah, I think that's why a lot of people are not giving him a little bit more than 5, 6. You're giving him a 7th round, but it all depends how he looks in defeat. You know, this is his chance to fight against the very best in boxing. I think even in defeat, he can make himself look good and put himself in big fights, make some good money. He is up there. Yildirim, you know, even though a lot of people don't know who he is, he's been in the sport for a while, and so this is his chance for you know, even in defeat, he can.
All right, I think that's enough on him.
He could get some fights.
Let's go to some comments here, man.
Let's go.
No disrespect to Yildirim. But cinnamon time. Yeah, no Canelo, no boxing. Just a warm-up for Billy Joe. Yeah, I still can't believe people think Billy Joe's a serious threat. Are you one of those people?
I don't think he's a serious threat. I think if anybody can give him rounds, because I think that's what it is, rounds. Who can give him
I've seen
rounds?
him get hurt against Italians, against Argentinians, against everybody.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's kind of like it's a British media thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of Americans, I said this with Callum Smith, a lot of people don't even watch those guys in the UK, but they just hear what the British media says about them, and all of a sudden, oh, shoot, Callum Smith is supposed to knock Canelo out, and then they watch the fight, and they're like, oh, that guy's a bomb, that guy's a tomato can, or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to say about Billy Joe once Canelo beats him. If Billy Joe even takes a fight. That guy's notorious for canceling fights, but we'll see. I don't think he's a threat at all.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Yildirim has a better chance of beating Canelo than
I was gonna
Billy
say
Joe.
this fight might be more competitive than that one. So you shouldn't just discount somebody just because you don't know who he is, haven't heard the name, hasn't fought a lot of noble fighters. This is that chance for them to, you know, show their name. So I think this one might be more competitive than that Billy Joe.
Comics Fest says Canelo KOs anyone from 160 through 175. Damn, 75 looks tough, man. And it looks like Callum Smith is moving up to 75 too. Yeah, he had enough of 68. Drained himself for the Canelo fight.
Yeah, enough for Canelo.
He had
man.
enough.
It's avoiding Canelo going up. Hey.
Yeah, but it should be interesting. I think definitely it should be a knockout. But I do think that Yildirim's going to try to survive, man. I think he's going to do whatever he can to survive, whether it's hug, whether it's run. But I don't think it's going to be that easy of a KO. I don't think it's going to be like Rocky where Rocky Fielding, that is. Let me not confuse him with any other Rocky. But yeah, I mean, I don't see any other outcome than Canelo taking him out. Yeah. But then again, we haven't been getting our predictions right, so yeah. Don't bet according to our podcast, because
don't take that against ropes. Betting odds.
What are the odds? You know?
They gotta be pretty high. If anybody can check that out, write it in. Yeah, it has to be high.
Canelo should go over and KO Billy Joe in England. That would be dope. I hope there's fans though. I really hope there's fans. UK's not looking very good, but there is fans now in the football games, right? In the soccer games. So hopefully there's fans. And that's one of the things that we mentioned last week about the Valdez against Berchelt. Imagine there was a crowd there anywhere. I don't care if StubHub Center or Dignity Health or Home Depot, whatever you want to call it. The Forum in Inglewood, Staples Center, Las Vegas, even in MSG or somewhere in the East Coast. It would have been fireworks, man.
Now, to me, if there's a fan base, they don't stick to the game plan. I think something happens and you get hit in a weird way, and Valdez just.
I wouldn't know. I don't have a fan base. So I always stick to the game plan. I don't know what fans are.
Yeah, I think we see that fight. You know, I think we might still see the same out. I just think we see a little bit more toe to toe.
That's why I want to see a rematch, because imagine that fight again with fans. it'll be crazy. And I want to see if Valdez can do it again to Berchelt.
Yeah, I honestly think that's why Berchelt had a lot of success because all these Mexican fighters that he's fought in the past, they get into that toe to toe. You know, Berchelt is a volume puncher, and nobody really tries to outbox him the way Valdez did. So
That's all I got at Canelo, man.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Other than I think he got a new Ferrari, and he's been taking some cool videos.
Yeah.
They've been hyping up this fight as they should. I mean, he's working with Eddie Hearn, so you know they're doing what they can to build up this fight. And Eddie Hearn's been all on Canelo lately. So, I mean, this is his new favorite man. There was Anthony Joshua. Careful, man.
Anthony Joshua. There was some comments that Canelo said a couple days ago. He said that if he fought Chavez Sr. in his prime, like in a way pound for pound, he would beat him.
Here we go, comics.
Here we go.
What's up?
So I mean, you can't really compare because what Canelo started at 147 and quickly moved to 154. You know, and Chavez Sr. obviously we know he came up as a featherweight, went up to super feather, lightweight, so did completely different weight classes. But that's a bold statement to say, man. I feel like Senior must have said something. Canelo must have read it, and he kind of just reacted. You know, I know there's still respect, you know, for Chavez Senior, but
I mean, he beat up his son, man. Like that's always gonna stay with him. So, but anyway, yeah. Yildirim was the mandatory before the Canelo Callum Smith fight, so he was gonna get the chance either way, whether it was Canelo or Callum Smith, whoever won that fight, which is interesting. He hasn't been in the ring for 2 years, but that loss to Darrell was controversial, so I can see why they would give him another chance. But yeah, it's just this would be up there, man. This would be bigger than Buster against Tyson, in my opinion.
Yeah,
if he can pull it off.
Yeah,
because at least Buster had some advantages, size. Yildirim has a size advantage too, but that doesn't seem to bother Canelo at all. He's been beating up these bigger dudes.
I was gonna say
last 5 fights, 6 fights since Amir Khan. I think all the guys have been significantly bigger than him. Even Triple G, the first time, that was the first real 160 pounder that he fought.
Yeah.
Chavez Jr. doesn't really have a weight class, so I don't know what he is, but Gennady Golovkin was the first real 160 pounder that Canelo fought, so he was moving up to that weight, but that doesn't seem to bother him, at least. These fights.
Yeah, well,
Jacobs was a cruiserweight fight night.
Crap fight night. Yeah, no, like you said, Canelo has been trailblazing through these divisions, and you know, Abney, he's a big dude. He's got nothing to lose, really. Everybody thinks he's gonna lose, so he really has not much to lose, but to give it all.
I'm happy for him. He seems like a nice guy, and he's gonna get a big check, I'm sure, and a lot of fame. I read some articles too about that they're treating him like a hero already. You know, boxing isn't the biggest sport in Turkey, so they're just happy that he's there. Obviously, they think that he's going to pull off the upset, but yeah. No. Not likely. Not
likely. But if he does, well, watch out.
You got some comments here about Chavez Senior. Jesus, we're gonna get to your. Well, we can answer this. Well, you watch fight against Parker. I believe that fight is like at midnight. I don't know if that's the main event or if that's when the event will start. If it's around 12:30, I saw 3:30 Eastern time. You're looking it up right now, Chris. But if it's around that time, I'll watch it. I'll go to sleep around that time. So definitely heavyweight action is something that we all like to see. And Parker, I like Parker, man. He's a fun guy, huh?
Yeah, no, he's a funny dude.
Yeah,
he's got an acting career after boxing. So
yeah, and then just to some comments here, Chavez Senior gets KO'd by Canelo. Comics Vet is rocking with Chavez Senior. Comics Vet is saying, have y'all seen Chavez Senior lately? He's in shape and ripped again.
We've seen
Big Bro saying, is he on that powder again?
We've seen
respectfully.
We've seen
con todo respeto, Faitelson.
Con todo respeto. We've seen some of his exhibitions.
He's been picking on smaller guys, man. Come on. Shout out to El Travieso. I know he watches.
He's learning from his son, huh?
He's got the captions. Yeah.
Está aprendiendo del Junior, picking on little guys.
Yeah, but I think that's enough on Canelo, man. 20 minutes. That's. I think that's enough on Canelo. I did want to go back to some of the. Did you have something there? Or?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Jamie, Google it. All right, you watch Joe Rogan? That guy's very good at Googling.
Oh, the
He's a
Buenito.
beast. That's why I thought you had it, bro. Like he does it in under 30 seconds.
Man, I'm not there yet, man.
This
I'm
guy's
not
over
there
here.
yet.
This was over here on Bing, Yahoo. And that shit ain't popping up. All right.
Let's see the time.
I did want to kind of go over to just some of the stuff that we forgot to mention on the Valdez fight. Shout out to Eddie Reynoso. I know he watches us all the time as well. But just some reactions there from when the fight was happening live and then after as well. You see the tweet here by Terrence Crawford saying, "Damn that boy in shape to be able to stand up to all them shots, to stand up after all them shots." We got David Faitelson here, man, who had some praise for Oscar Valdez. Let me make that bigger because I can't quite read it on my screen. He's basically saying that Valdez can be inserted into the top pound for pound fighters in the world, man. I don't know if he meant now or with a couple more wins, but Faitelson giving somebody props, man. I'm surprised.
Interesting.
I'm surprised. And then Jamel Herring, too, sending his best wishes to El Alacran Miguel Berchelt. And he's a possible opponent, right?
Yeah.
At 130 pounds. What's his name? I saw a funny, I don't know if it was a tweet or Instagram post by, I was going to call him Tim Informer, by Jojo Diaz.
Okay.
He was saying the 130 pound division is his and that he wants all the belts, which is interesting because he didn't even make 130 last time.
Right.
Which I thought that was the ironic part about it. But, and then this last one, Eddie Reynoso had some stuff to say, congratulating Oscar Valdez, of course, his fighter. The people, a lot of people didn't believe that the school of Eddie Reynoso was good for Valdez, or that he wasn't changing up his style enough to be able to win these big fights, but it happened. And then Canelo says, "Eres y serás el mejor en la historia. Guarden este tweet." So Reynoso saying, "You're gonna be the greatest in history. Save this tweet."
Damn.
React
Damn.
about any of these tweets here. What do you think?
To me, Canelo saying this, he's already claiming his own stake to being the greatest ever, in a way. And if you are one of the greatest fighters ever, your trainer,
LeBron James status.
Your trainer. I know he's
You saw that, not to cut you off,
to cut you off.
but you saw how LeBron was trying to insert his name with Tom Brady after he won his 7th or whatever, and people are like, "Dude, LeBron, you have like 7 losses in finals. Like, why are you trying to compare yourself to Tom Brady? If anything, that's Michael Jordan's place." But anyway,
yeah.
continue.
So obviously, with the latest comments with the senior, he's knocking at that number 1 Mexican fighter of all time. He's definitely some people already feel like he's already there. Even though he's still active and he's still got a couple years to go. And obviously, Eddie Reynoso, just like him, he's a dreamer. If he does have the greatest fighter, he can lay claim to being the best trainer Mexico's ever produced. And Mexico has a large claim in the boxing world. So why not the best to ever do it? And when you put your names in those trainers, who do you think of? Emmanuel Stewart. You think of, you got
Floyd Mayweather Sr.
Floyd Mayweather Sr. You got
Jeff Mayweather.
No, yeah.
Well, what
Jeff,
are we? We're talking about the. Why are you laughing?
No, because Jeff,
Camera on your face. You're in the
Jeff.
spotlight now.
Come on, Jeff.
So we're talking
But
about the
yes.
greatest trainers ever, right?
Yeah.
And you're laughing.
No.
Why?
Because Jeff, you know how Jeff is a character. But no, you're right.
No.
He
I
lays
didn't
a
mean to
claim.
say Jeff. I meant to say Roger. I'm sorry. Maybe that's why you laughed. I'm sorry. The Mayweathers.
Roger,
I'll just say
the
the Mayweathers.
Mayweathers,
But you
yeah.
laughed at Roger at Senior too.
Yeah. No, I didn't laugh at that.
Let's rewind this real quick.
So Roger has a claim. Freddie Roach has a claim. He's got Manny. So there's those names, those trainers, the Emmanuel Stewarts. Those names. So do you put him in there already?
Eddie?
Yeah.
No, I think it's too soon, man. I don't like making lists when people are active. But I feel like he still has a long way to go. Ryan Garcia still needs a world championship title. Oscar Valdez, huge fight, man. I think this is going to go down as one of the more memorable fights in Mexican boxing history. Hopefully they do it again. Hopefully they get a trilogy, man. That would be dope. He's Andy Ruiz, he's looking slim. Andy Ruiz is looking slim. We'll see if he can become champion again. But I think you can consider Eddie one of the greatest. If he gets one of those two, Ryan Garcia to cement, to create a good legacy either with Ryan Garcia or why not Andy Ruiz? If Andy Ruiz can become heavyweight champion of the world again,
I was gonna say
that's gonna look good in Eddie's resume.
I was gonna say Eddie's a great coach just for getting him down that weight, but get that title and cement it, put it in stone. But Canelo right there saying, "Guarden el tweet."
Guarden, we saved it.
Guarden, yeah, saved,
it's
man.
there. It's
photos, yeah.
It's there, man. Cemented in the ATR
vault.
Yeah, and let's go to some comments here. Comics Vet saying Canelo top 3 Mexican. All right, hey, that's what I'm talking about. Comics Vet is coming around, man.
Comics coming around. Okay.
He had a nonsense comment here that I'm not gonna read. No, you know who else inserted themselves too in the, I guess in the Tom Brady category, same atmosphere, stratosphere, whatever you want to call it. Robert Horry said, "Welcome to the 7 Rings Club," and a lot of people were kind of upset at that too because they're like, "Robert Horry, you're the man, but you weren't the best player on your team.
They're just
or top 2 or top 3 even."
They're just riding the winning train.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting, but reading some comments here. What else? Tom Brady caught cheating on his wife? Or no, he had the whole deflating thing scandal. I don't even like Tom Brady. I'm going to get off that topic.
I mean, I'll ask you, who do you think is the greatest coach right now?
The greatest coach right now?
Or the greatest coach that's retired?
Shout out to Mad Dog H.
The greatest coach that's
checking in.
That's retired.
What happened?
Who's the greatest coach retired, either, no longer with us or just retired? And then I'll ask you, who do you think is the best one active?
I think Emmanuel Stewart. I don't know. I'm trying to think of trainers, and for some reason, I can't think of many.
I'm thinking
Emmanuel, man.
I'm thinking of Nassim Richardson.
Nassim Richardson.
If you could, have multiple champions, have some of the oldest champions, and save somebody's life by being so freaking on it, catching
Nacho Beristain.
Did
he have enough champions? We got to look at his list.
Yeah.
We got to look at his list. Active, best trainer, Eddie Reynoso, hands down, baby.
El Robert, ¿no? ¿Ya pasó el tiempo del Robert o qué?
I always have this criticism for Robert fighters, and I like Robert, man. I admire his career as a boxer and as a trainer, but I don't like the fact that his fighters don't tend to show a lot of defense. I don't like that. His offense only. And, I wouldn't say Robert is the best trainer in the world.
Okay. That's a valid point. That's something we see time and time again. And I see you calling that out, and that head movement, the overzealous for that offense. Okay. And that's something that Valdez showed. That's something that Canelo shows. That's something that people want to see Ryan Garcia show, that defense. So we'll see. We'll see if Eddie can go on his way, if he makes, like you said, Ryan, Elandy, champs. Yeah. Bounce back.
Shout out to Mad Dog H. Shout out to H Money Boxing. H Money, he always shouts out Lolo, man. Hey, and he's fighting this weekend, right?
I believe
he is. It's a lot of the fights, especially in Mexico. A lot of times they fall through, like the week of and things like that. So you don't see people necessarily always promoting them because you never know. But yeah, shout out to Lolo, man. One of the best prospects right now. What are you laughing at right now?
One of the comments. Comments
Which one?
Just riding the winning train. That's what Kobe did, being a role player with Shaq. Oof.
Yeah, let's block comments. Let's block them. Kobe and Shaq is like Eddie and Canelo, man. You can't have one without the other.
You can't have the right without the jab. It must be it is. All right. Yeah,
I mean, Shaq got carried by Kobe throughout most of his career. He couldn't win. He didn't really win without Kobe. Or a player who's playing like Kobe, D. Wade. But anyway, You want to talk about AB?
What I mean,
I think we got all on Valdez Berchelt. Other
Yeah.
than of course, like I said, I've said this many times already in the past week. I've said this during our initial post fight reaction. I do want to see a rematch between Berchelt and Valdez.
Yeah.
Obviously, he obliterated him, but I don't think Valdez is that much better than Berchelt for him not to give him an opportunity
Yeah.
for that rematch. And I don't think there's any bigger fights for Valdez right now. Obviously, every time you have two Mexican warriors like them, two Mexican champions, that's always marketable, and you can make that fight in any part of the U.S. or even in Mexico, and it's a big fight. So I think money wise, there's no bigger fight than this one,
Yeah.
or you know, ticket wise, I'm pretty sure they're gonna allow fans soon. You can even make it pay per view, like you mentioned. We got this fight for free,
Yeah.
so I'm pretty sure Top Rank, if they make a rematch happen, it would be pay per view and there will be fans in attendance.
Yeah. I know Oscar Valdez went on his Twitter and he called out El Bandido Vargas, who we've had on the show before in the past.
Who call him out?
Valdez called out El Bandido Vargas. He kind of put it out there and said, "Who would like to see me against El Bandido Vargas?" And so another Mexican clash. I would rather see Berchelt rematch. A lot of respect for El Bandido Vargas, but he's been a little inactive as of late. But yeah, that would either one. But Berchelt, I would like to see that rematch again, like you mentioned, with some fans in attendance. And again, I want to congratulate Oscar Valdez because he did something great. He didn't just become champion, but he beat the odds.
I just realized I put the Eddie Reynoso Trainer of the Year graphic. on the screen.
You already gave him
Hey,
the award in February.
that's
man.
it.
The awards go in December.
Nah,
No,
I'm good.
And once again,
I know my picks.
once again, congratulations to Valdez because
And he got his belt. He got his belt quick. I know a
Yeah.
lot of fighters complain that they don't get their belts months and months after,
Yeah.
but he got it pretty quick.
yeah, I'm gonna admit it, I was one of the ones that I thought Valdez was just short of being,
You thought he
Whatever
was
they-
gonna get knocked out.
yeah.
Come on,
I
don't-
thought I felt he was just. I kind of put him in the same boat with the John Cepeda, where they're just right there knocking at that door, close to that belt. But I just thought he was just right there, just not over the hump, and he got over this hump. And so now again, congratulations to Valdez, turned a lot of doubt into
Yeah.
believers.
And I thought the clip was pretty cool after the fight when Valdez obviously goes up to him and you can hear him speaking in Spanish and he's telling Berchelt thank you for the opportunity, and Berchelt was like,
Yeah.
what did he say?
Like I think he told him,
Like you deserved
you
it.
deserved it. You're a great champ.
Fuck, I forgot the exact words he
Yeah.
said, but
But
They-
humble respect,
yeah,
nothing but respect between
yeah,
them
It
two.
was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, no
He was like,
bitterness,
you
no.
deserved it, man.
Yeah.
We won this, and Valdez was like, you have a brother in me,
Yeah,
and that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully they can fight again. Hopefully they don't get too friendly. I wanna
don't
see
get
them
too
fight again.
friendly.
Yeah, but let's move on to AB, man.
Yeah, AB man, what
Now I'm hearing the ratings weren't
that
very
well.
good,
Yeah,
and that's understandable. I mean, the Berchelt fight was on at
Yeah.
the same time, so obviously people were watching that fight.
Mm-hmm.
But oh shoot. Well, anyway, did you catch any of that AB fight?
I did. I saw the end, and then
How
I came.
impressed were you? Here's a rare image of AB throwing a
Here's a
punch.
I was more impressed with his post-fight interview than with, the actual fight, especially the beginning. One of the things that we talked about is, can AB go back to being the guy that let his hands go in? For the first 6 rounds, we were, when I saw the fight again, we were treated to the same AB that just has that talent and just doesn't pull the trigger. And yeah, I scored the fight the second time around, the second time that I watched it, and I had it 7-5 for Giovanni. So
You guys see the punch stats here. The I don't like punch stats, but when you almost double somebody's punches landed, according to Compo Bucks, that says a lot. But anyway, let's read some comments here. Shout out to Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, London in the building. What's up, mate? What's going on, mate? Let's go. If you guys are new to this podcast, we're not big fans. Well, let me speak for myself.
Yeah.
I don't want to get Chris in trouble. He's a little more politically correct, but I'm not that big on British fighters. I do like Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, and I did like Josh Warrington,
You did like,
but he let me down, mate.
damn.
He let me down, and I'm hearing they're gonna make that rematch happen.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's just rumors. We'll probably clarify that in the near future, and I'm sure Eddie Hearn will clarify that as well. But I like London. I like the city. One of my favorite cities in the world, mate. So we got to go back there again when it's safe. Yeah. And shout out to all the Liverpool fans out there. I know you guys in London don't like them, but it's all good. But yeah, shout out to Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. Here, let me pull up the comments and all that. Big Bro says Valdez loses to Shakur and Loma. Yeah. Probably those would be good fights, man. That would be a great fight for Loma. Because the last time he fought a Mexican former champion, because I don't even think he made weight for that fight, if I remember correctly.
For the Salido?
Orlando Salido, it didn't go well for him. But just thinking about it, he hasn't faced many Mexican fighters, and that's a great way to gain Mexican fans.
Especially after his last performance.
Yeah, that's a great way to just get your numbers up as far as fans, you know. Anytime you fight a Mexican fighter, most likely people are going to tune in.
Yeah.
You know, not just people here in the U.S. Like, people forget about how big boxing is in Mexico. And they get a lot of these fights for free, too. So, people over there watch, man. Yeah. All right. About billions.
About billions. About business.
Yeah. Oh, let me go back to this screen because we had some reactions here from one of the Charlo brothers. He says, wow. WTF, that's crazy. Another BS decision. And then Terrence Crawford as well. He said, I thought dude won, but what do I know? And then he had another guy replying there, and then Terrence Crawford replied to him. But yeah, I caught the last 3-4 rounds. Typical AB, not letting his hands go. And not too many people seem to have him winning.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, this
I'm not surprised though. I'm not surprised at all, and that's why I took the screenshot that you see there on your screen. That's why I took that screenshot because, I mean, the chances of AB, I gotta word this correctly, losing to a guy who was 14-0, not a big name, on Showtime. He's fighting on his home turf. Yeah, the chances of AB losing that fight weren't that great.
Yeah.
There was a slim chance of him losing this fight. Whether you thought he lost or not, whether you thought he lost in the ring or not, that's another story. But all the odds were against Giovanni Santiago, which I hate how he spells his name. He ruined the name. How do you ruin a cool name?
I mean, his defense, it wasn't him that spelled it, you know.
Hey, that's true. Shit. Don't be making sense over here, dude. I'm trying to burn this dude for ruining the name. But he spells it Jovanie. It's just like... But anyway, let's move on. AB. Yeah, he improves to 34-4. Only 24 KOs. He does have that draw against Jesse Vargas. Shout out to Jesse. I know he's a big fan of the show. And yeah, the ratings, of course... I'm not going to grill him on that because people are watching Valdez Berchelt.
Yeah.
Like, that was a big night, and that was a great card on ESPN Top Rank. So
He gets a pass for that.
He gets a pass, AB.
He looked out.
It was all about Berchelt that night.
About Berchelt.
And yeah, AB hadn't fought since Pacquiao 2019, January.
Yeah.
Of course, he didn't make weight. That 140-pound limit, they moved it up to 40. I'm sorry, to 47, but... I mean, I'm going to read some comments in a bit because I know you guys weren't too happy with AB. Go ahead, Chris. It's your turn.
I thought you were going to read some comments.
I said in a bit.
This is the thing with AB. You know, when boxing goes away, you miss those personalities. You miss the entertainers. And AB is that guy. He can entertain. And we saw it post-interview, whether you thought it was foolish, whether you thought it was, you know, just off the wall, crazy. It was still, you know, it was still entertaining. It still kind of captivated you. I know he went off on the unofficial judge Farhood and
billion pennies.
I like it's entertaining whether it's, you know, it's crazy, controversial, outlandish. Like, people want to see that, but it's just disappointing when you get that chance, you get that main event, you know, people keep giving you that opportunity, and you just don't let your hands go. The talent is there, the skill's there. It's just the will is not. It's not all there. I've always said that AB's one of the tougher guys in boxing. He's never been knocked out. He's been knocked down, but he gets up and he toughs it out. And if you see his resume, he has fought a lot of names. Manny, Maidana, you know, he's got the names there. It's just that will. I know that he went on there. He's all like, they gotta keep me fighting. They gotta keep me away from trouble type shit, you know. And I don't know, man. Like if they do that, you gotta let your hands go. You know, they're gonna keep you out of trouble if you're there getting fights, fighting, keeping busy. But let's see the work. Let them hands go. You know. But that's my rant. That's my 2 cents.
A lot of people are talking about Teofimo. We will be getting to Teofimo. Let's make that the next topic.
Hey.
We will probably skip over some stuff, but we're still on AB right now, and then we'll talk about Teofimo next. Let's see. You're talking about Josh Taylor. Hey, we got to talk about the Josh Kelly as well, man. Another Josh going down. Man.
Don't name your kids Josh.
Salute to... I don't want to mess up the name. Hold on. Shoot. What the fuck? Oh, salute to Black and Brown Boxing. Yeah. But yeah, I don't have anything else on AB, honestly.
Just disappointed. I know you were excited for him to come back.
Yes,
I
was. And after this, I'm good.
Yeah, no.
I'm good.
That's it.
I think Regis takes him out.
I think so.
I think anyone at... Remember, you were thinking about it last time, but at 140, I think Jose Chon Cepeda beats him. I think Arnold Barboza beats him. I think Jose Ramirez beats him. I think, Josh Taylor beats him.
Yeah. Just based on volume.
I think they all beat him, man.
They're just, they put in more work. They put in more work. I honestly think AB's more skilled than all of them. I like AB, man. But he just doesn't.
I'm disappointed now.
He just, he leaves his hands at home.
That's all I got. You got anything else to add on AB?
That's it, man. Just disappointed.
About billions.
Yeah. This was his coming back thing, Like you said, we would give him a pass on the numbers. I think it peaked at 288K. I mean, that's whatever. But
what's the population of Cincinnati?
Man, they were watching the Valdez Berchelt fight. All Cincinnati was there tuning
respect.
In. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on, man. Moving on. That's it. AB. That's it. I'll hit him with the drop one more time, and that's it. That's it. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm skipping over some of the comments. You guys are having a party up in the chat, man. Yeah. I feel left out. Don't be having fun without us. Really? But I'll try to read all of them whenever I get the chance. But Teofimo Lopez, man, Triller, they've won the bid, and you guys see the tweet here by Dan Raphael who broke it down. Yeah. Lopez Camboso's purse bid results: Triller wins at 6.0. Well, let's just round up 6.2 million. Or I think he wrote that wrong actually. But anyway, you guys see the figure there on your screen. Matchroom's bid was 3.5 million. Top Rank 2.3 million. Of course, Triller won that by a lot. Combined, they didn't even make that 6 million bid. Yeah, Lopez gets 65% of the winnings, which is about 3.9 million, minus Top Rank's 20% cut, which is about right under 800,000. Cambosos gets 2.1 million, minus whatever his deal with DiBella was. Both fighters make by far biggest purse.
Damn. Who's the bigger winner here, Teofimo or Triller?
That's an interesting question because you would think it's going to be on pay-per-view. So they're going to get their money back, I would think. Yeah. Now, my question is, does Triller have a say in who's on the undercard? You would think so, right? It's their network. Yeah. Is their network.
You would think so.
They got two big-name fighters over there, the Paul brothers. Yeah. Mike Tyson. I don't think they'll do that for this card. I don't think they'll do that. But you would think that they have at least a plan in place to get that 6 million back and then some. Yeah. For sure, pay-per-view.
Yeah. I definitely don't think they had the YouTube brothers because Teofimo was very vocal about his stance on that. But man, to me, obviously, clearly, I mean, Teofimo was a big winner here. This is the biggest purse of his career. It just elevates his value, his market value, you could say. But to me, I think Triller runs away with 2 because this came out of nowhere. When I heard Triller, I just thought of, like a little mini DAZN, like starting more, music based, and all you knew was they hosted Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, and that's it. For them to outbid the established, promoters in Top Rank and Matchroom, I'm like, damn, okay. There's got to be some investors. There's got to be some money backing there for them to, like you said, not even combined. They matched that bid. So that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, Cambosos came up too, man. Woo. Cambosos came up.
Man, he might be the underdog biggest winner, man. He's a little jackpot there. He's like, shit, okay, you want to give me more money? I'll take it.
Yeah, 2 million. You would think he would pocket, I don't know, at least 1.6, 1.7, right?
Least, yeah.
After all the expenses and all that.
All the fees, all the hidden fees.
The fine print.
As long as Donkey's not promoting them, because they would walk away with like $500,000.
You're walking away with 100,000 if you're lucky.
Damn.
Yeah, but this is pretty exciting, man. Triller now becoming a player in this whole thing. Of course, like DAZN, they've already become a big player. They got the biggest face of boxing. They got the biggest face of European boxing. And then they still have a few other very good names on DAZN. And like I said, the DAZN card on Saturday should be pretty good. But yeah, this is very interesting, man. Triller, we know Mike Tyson has some stake in that, and Snoop Dogg too, from what I read. Yeah. So there's people in entertaining, and they're getting into this whole boxing thing. So yeah, it should be exciting, man. I don't think it will be over $50. I don't think Cambosos is a big enough name for them to do that. Obviously, like a lot of people here in the chat are saying, Teofimo's a star now, man. Yeah. Everywhere he goes.
Touches gold. Like everything he touches, everything he's around just elevates.
Impressive that he did it within, 15, 16 fights? Yeah. His name is big enough, I think, for a pay-per-view type of fight. But Cambosos is not. So I don't think they would be as ambitious to say let's price this at $75. Yeah, they're still a new company, at least in boxing. So I think $40-$50. I think people will pay for it.
$39.99.
Yeah, if it's a good undercard.
I mean, the Roy Jones mic was $49.99. Would you put that, something a little bit less than that, just to ensure?
I would. Yeah, but they got a $6 million tab over there that they gotta.
Yeah, so you gotta pay up, man. For
Mike Tyson smokes the toad. I like random comments.
Yeah, no, Teofimo's been winning everywhere, not just in the ring, but with this Triller, purse bid. He's been at every single Top Rank event. I think that's so smart, marketing wise, and just putting your.
And he just roots for the winner. Anytime anyone gets knocked out, he's just.
I was going for that guy. Hey,
Let's go.
He's putting his promoter hat on. Like, I'll go with the winner.
And then his dad will come out and say, "Yeah, I won 2 G's on this fight."
When he really didn't. He's like, "Fuck, I gotta pay this guy."
He probably bet 5,000.
Man, but not Teofimo's doing everything right. Every time I saw him, I was like, "That's smart." That's something I always say. I was like, "How come these fighters don't get on the camera more, man? You gotta be in front of that camera. When someone's fighting, go buy that ticket. Go buy that ticket. Go support your stablemate. Get in front of that camera. The camera. They're looking for content." And so he's doing everything right, but damn, $6.02 million.
That fight is worth half of what they paid for. Dang. And you would think, of course, that they want fans in attendance, right? Get a little more of their cash back. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's crazy. Well, I think New York is allowing fans now, too. There's a few fans at the Garden for the Knicks and...
The Knicks.
And I think Brooklyn, too. They're allowing fans now, so... Yeah, man. It's interesting. Man. That's cool, though, man.
That's cool, man.
Good for Teofimo.
Good for Teofimo. I know there was a controversy when the whole Loma fight went in. He's like, nah, I want more. And a lot of people were kind of calling him a diva. Other people were backing him like, no, you got to know your worth. Man, right here it's coming full circle. 6.6+ million for Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah, man. That's all I got on that. What else we got, man? What else we got?
Josh Kelly, do you want to visit that?
Oh,
Did you
let's
see the
talk
fight?
about it. Let's talk about it.
Oof, oof.
I didn't catch the whole fight, but
Okay.
I saw the
The highlights.
yeah.
Okay.
Another Josh goes down.
Another Josh goes down. Don't name your kid Josh. Man, to me, I thought he was boxing great. So just put in context, it was Josh Kelly on his own against, I can't even say the name either.
David Avanesyan.
Mm-hmm.
Avanesyan.
Yeah. And is it
Killed it, bro. What's up?
Eastern European fighter, very tough, very rugged. You know, I think Josh Kelly was boxing and fighting really well off the jab, using his boxing skills, and I mostly gave him every single round up until the stoppage. What did you think of the stoppage, Gio? Do you think it was premature? Do you think he was hurt? Do you think?
They threw the towel, so
Yeah,
I'm not gonna argue with that. Fights in the UK normally do get stopped a little earlier than in other parts of the world, especially Mexico. They just let them go.
hasta raya.
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain when they threw in the towel. I mean, they obviously know their fighter. They know him better than us or than anyone else watching on TV. So they must have seen something.
Yeah,
And he was hurt, man. He was hurt and he was bleeding.
yeah.
How many rounds was he bleeding for? Quite a few, right?
Yeah, I think starting from the third and then the fourth, fifth, and then finally the sixth, it got stopped.
Kelly 10-1-1 now. Man, he had a promising career.
Yeah. I mean, he's still going to get some fights. It's just now he's got to really be real with what level he's at. To me, I saw him getting broken down.
Damn, look at all that blood.
Fifth and sixth round. And, you know, normally fighters, you know, like the Berchelt fight, you know, he was already on his legs and he found a way to survive. You know, obviously, his, like you said, his trainers didn't want him to take that risk. Like you said, they know him better. He's a family man. They pretty much know he's got a life outside of boxing. They don't want to take that risk. Yeah, I was kind of waiting for him to try to hug, try to, you know, survive, weather that storm. But it was a freight train coming at him. Again, Eastern European fighters, we know they're rugged. We know they go to the body. They're relentless. And yeah, the end came for Josh Kelly, who I thought boxed very well up until, you know, the breaking down done by his opponent.
Where is Avanesyan from? I hate these articles. These people can't write for shit. Like whatever.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he's Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I saw a different flag up there. That's what I'm asking. But yeah. I mean, people are saying Kelly was a hype job here in the comments section.
Oof.
You guys already know how I feel about British fighters, Mike. So don't get me started.
Yeah, the thing with Josh Kelly, you know, people say he was a good-looking dude, marketable. I know Eddie Hearns was very adamant, like trying to push him, but you know, you saw if you saw some of his previous fights, the skills there, it's just.
Oh, he beat Shane Mosley.
Yeah. So it's like,
wow.
So the skills are there, but it's just I think it's like a B-level fighter, B-level skills. And when you match him against somebody you kind of see that hump over to the next level is not there for Josh Kelly. Again, very marketable. Eddie Hearn trying to push him, you know, to the next level, but you gotta get over these names, and right here in this fight shows that he succumbed to that pressure.
And lost to Lamont Peterson. Interesting, man. I'm still trying to find out where he's from.
BoxRec is your best friend.
That's the next stop.
What do you think Josh Kelly goes from here?
Home. Stay there. Now, probably, I don't know. People are saying he needs to move up. I don't know, man. It's difficult, man. It's I don't know, with these British fighters. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
It's like Luke Campbell. Where does he go now?
Yeah.
You know, become a stepping stone, or
yeah. I know the commentators were saying that Virgil was trying to fight Josh Kelly. Virgil Ortiz.
That would be good.
That's a good.
Get a cool knockout. Now Virgil, he's taking out Maurice Hooker, right? Are we cementing that? Are we saying that right now on air?
I'm gonna say
live and direct.
I'm gonna
knocking
say
out Maurice Hooker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, Virgil's a monster, man.
He's got
he is Russian.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. I thought but he lives in the UK. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. That's interesting. But enough on freaking Josh Kelly, man. We said that. Larry Warrington rematch rumors. That would be good. Man, I feel bad for Josh Warrington. Would he get a broken jaw or something?
Broken jaw,
right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. What else you got?
I think we covered most things. You know, not excited about AB's chance at redemption, and nope, just couldn't pull the trigger. I was very surprised that his opponent kind of was just like, I knew this. He was very calm. Oh, I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I would have been like, man, I got
didn't
rocked.
like that,
Yeah,
dude.
right.
You won most of the rounds, and he's just like, no, I'm not surprised that he won. He deserved it. This and that. I'm like, come on, dude.
Say
It's your
something
chance to talk your shit.
for real. I would have said something. I mean, if you want to keep your composure, people be like, people know what they saw. I got robbed, blah blah blah. Say it, man. Speak your piece. But yeah, you want to make some announcements? Somebody else is fighting this weekend, right? Not just Canelo. We got Mr. Alan Garcia, up and coming fighter that we support, fighting this Saturday. Not mistaken, his third pro fight. Very, very talented fighter, a hungry fighter. Working with Mr. Andy Aguilar, one of the best strength and conditioning coaches in the game. Trained by Miss Gloria Mosqueda. And so yeah, great fight coming up this Saturday. And not mistaken, is that Sonora, Mexico?
Or Guadalajara.
So we'll be checking that stream for his fight.
Yeah, and then people are arguing about Crawford and arrow spins. I'll just end that argument with what I say all the time. I saw Gamboa hurt Crawford, man. I don't care how big of a dog he is. I saw a small dog in Gamboa hurt him. Two weight classes below Crawford. I saw him get dropped before it killed Brook. He got dropped to that random guy, and even killed Brook, bruised him up. So
the machine.
Yeah, I don't know why people are so hyped about Crawford. Do they watch him fight?
I don't think you give him enough credit. I think he's good. It's just he hasn't had.
He gets hurt against everyone.
He just hasn't had those welterweights in there with him. But shortly, hopefully, Porter gets in there with them, and we get a little bit more of a taste of what he can do in that division. Because
if your best win was against a PE teacher,
the great Jeff Horn.
Like, come on, dude. Don't get me started. Your best win, you beat a PE teacher.
That PE teacher beat the great Manny
Right?
Pacquiao.
And that's what people are going to say, right? That's a counter argument. Yeah. I'm through with boxing fans.
All right. Anything else you want to plug in, Gio?
Go ahead. I'm going to pull some stuff up on the screen.
No, to me, just want to give a shout out again, everybody, for keeping that live feed lit. We appreciate the support. You guys are few, but mighty. Thank you for the support. Big Bro's always on there. Brian's always on there.
Just give him a kiss already, dude.
Everybody's always on there. So thank you guys for supporting.
The fuck is not letting me?
All right, and again, guys, any donations that you guys give to the channel, we actually use that money and we use it all, 100% of it, to support up and coming fighters, whether amateurs or young pro fighters that don't have a lot of backing, don't have a lot of financial stability. We donate that to these fighters that they go to tournaments, they rent buses, plane tickets, anything that help them, since they don't have that same support that other fighters that have 10, 15, 20 fights in. And so anything that you guys donate, Gio will collect it through the app, and we appreciate anything that you guys donate, whether it's $1, $2, $3, anything helps.
Man, we made a few donations already. I don't really want to disclose. I'll say later, because I can't disclose the information yet. But yeah, but here's the undercard, man. Here's the undercard: Canelo, McWilliams Arroyo versus Abraham Rodriguez. Of course, like we said, Julio Cesar Martinez, his fight was postponed, canceled. Our source from the East Coast, Derek, says he hurt his hand. So, man, I was looking forward to that fight, man. But unfortunately, we don't get to see him. Zhang against Jerry Forrest, heavyweights. Diego Pacheco, man. Diego Pacheco's back, 8-rounder against Rodolfo Gomez Jr. Alexis Espino against Ashton Sykes. Mark Castro, what is this? His second fight, I believe. Very good prospect. He has some cool Instagram videos, at least. I know you've seen him. But
I think I've seen it. I got to check it out again.
Yeah. I'll show you after the show. But Mark Castro against Raul Corona for a rounder, and that's that. Anthony Durrell's fighting as well. L.A. Fox.
Mm.
Pretty sure that's not gonna do very good. I mean, most people. I'm just a wild guess. Most people are probably gonna be watching Canelo over Anthony
Yeah.
Durrell.
Yeah.
Wild guess. I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? But yeah, that's going down. I don't see anything too major up in the undercard. And then, as you guys mentioned, Joseph Parker against Junior Fa. That should be good. Did we get a
So I saw that the fight started at 10:30. That's the preliminary fight. So like, I think you're
Pacific?
Yeah.
Because we're worldwide, baby. We got people in London right now. If they tune in at 10:30 p.m. London time, they're gonna be mad at us, Chris. So
Yeah, that's what it said.
10:30 p.m. Pacific.
Pacific, yeah.
All right. So yeah, main event probably around midnight, 12:30.
Yeah.
I can catch that. Yeah, for sure. But yeah. Anything else you got?
No, I think that's it. I think we covered most of the topics, the Canelo. You know, we covered a little bit about Berchelt, Valdez. Again, props.
Shout out to Max Palacios, man.
Against props to Valdez for proving a lot of people wrong and reaching a dream and a milestone. I know there's a lot more fights in the horizon for him. I know Gio talked about that Berchelt rematch. There's also Bandido Vargas, who he called out. You know, he's at 130. You know, that 135 division is hot. He can always also move up in the year to come, 2 years to come. Yeah. Eddie Reynoso, shout out again. He's just claiming the stake to being one of the coaches of this better decade, and he's already done it with Canelo, and we'll see what he can do with Andy and with Ryan. So yeah,
Let's go, Mike.
let's go.
Let's see the upcoming fights real quickly. Upcoming fights because March is going to be good as well. It's not just February that was hot. Just real quickly, of course, that's the February, and this is a short month. What is this? 28 days in this month or something like that? Yeah. This should be good, man. March 4th, Puerto Rico. Shout out to all the Boricuas.
Oh, that's right.
NBC Sports Network. Boachuk against Brandon Adams. Middleweights. They're fighting a middleweight. 10-rounder. That should be freaking dope, man.
That's interesting. Baranchik, Adams in Puerto Rico. That is,
Boachuk, dog. Boachuk. Not Baranchik.
Boychik. You know Brandon Adams is gonna be, finding some little salsa clubs out there, man.
Reggaeton, that salsa, that merengue, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brandon the Cannon Adams, of course, winner of the Contender. What year was that? 2019? 2018?
2018.
18?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2018 beat Shane Mosley Jr. Dolcero in that final. It was pretty good, man. So hopefully we wish Brandon the best, man. He had a decent outing against Charlo at 160. Obviously, that's not his natural weight class, but he showed good stuff in that fight. So hopefully he gets his big win. Boachuk, dangerous fighter. Fernando Vargas Jr. is on there too. Interesting. Is that the Fernando Vargas Jr.?
Yeah.
And then March 5th as well. Flint, Michigan, man. This is pretty cool. Pay-per-view, though. Man, y'all was be killing me with these pay-per-views. Clarissa Shields against, I don't know how to say that. DeCarry? I don't know.
Yeah.
But for the Undisputed Junior Middleweight Championship, that should be good.
The Guote.
The Guote, man. Flint, Michigan. That's dope. Her hometown over there. Yeah. We got some fights there in Connecticut. That's been the spot lately. Some action in Dubai. And this is the one here, man.
This is the one right here.
March 13th. Juan Francisco Estrada against Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez for the WBC title held by Estrada and the WBA title held by Gonzalez. So that is the one. And then Jessica McCaskill against Cecilia Brækhus on that undercard. Austin Ammo Williams on that undercard as well.
Nice.
That should be dope, man. Dallas, Texas, the zone. That should be fun. Oh, and David Benavidez fights the same day, but yeah, that's the one right there.
That one we got to save that prediction for next week. But start thinking about that. I'm sure you probably already have a winner, or you already picked one, I think. But we'll save that for next week.
I haven't picked one actually.
Oh, really?
I can't say I have. That's gonna be a big week, man. I have a headache right now just thinking about it, man.
I gotta do my recon. I gotta see who's.
Estrada's been looking good, man.
Yeah, and then Chocolato's having a resurgence. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's all we got, man. That's all we got. Big shout out to you guys in the live chat, man, for keeping it lit. Normally we do Tuesdays, Thursdays, right?
Yeah.
Normally we try to do Thursdays late as of late, right? Because there hasn't been like that big of boxing news. We did last Sunday, so we thought we skip Tuesday and give you guys Thursday. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all the announcements. You mentioned Alan Garcia this Saturday. He's 2-0, 2 KOs. He fights at the Buddy McGirt gym, trained by Coach G, and does strength and conditioning with Coach Andy as well. So big shout out to Alan. Hopefully he gets that third win, third KO. That should be fun. And we'll try to post all that stuff on our Instagram, againstdaropes _ and that should be good. But I think as far as announcements, that's all we have. Some of the Long Beach Jackrabbit boys will be fighting as well. But yeah, but just for any news and things like that, just follow our Instagram.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, for me, just shout out to my pops. It's his birthday today. He's actually the one that got me into boxing. I never liked boxing growing up, not gonna lie. I mean, I like watching it. I just didn't like doing it.
Big round of
I like soccer better. I was like, I don't like getting punched in the face, but you know, there was something about boxing that just I gravitated to, and that's kind of how we started this whole podcast. We used to watch fights, you know, Saturday nights all the time, talk crap and stay late and just watch boxing, just talk boxing.
And your pops, he boxed, right?
Yeah, he did a little amateur,
and he's familiar with some of the professional fighters here in the U.S. and in Mexico as well. So it's pretty dope.
Yeah. So yeah, happy birthday, pops.
All right, we're gonna sing on 3. All right, las mañanitas.
No se pasen.
All right, and yeah, I think that's it. Other than that, man, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not subbed already. Try to just take out a lot of videos. Right hook Roxy is fighting soon. I have a lot of training footage of that. I still have a lot of training footage of Alan Garcia. Gotta release all that stuff. But yeah, I think that's it, man. Other than that, big shout out to Miguel Berchelt, true warrior.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he's okay.
Yeah.
I saw some footage of him coming back from the airport, I believe, over there in Mexico.
He's getting love.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of love. And, of course, Valdez was getting a lot of love. He got his belt already, and they received him. I think they did a mini parade for him, right?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, over there.
He's on the bus.
Where's he from? Nogales, Sonora?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty dope. And that was just, man, a great way to start the year.
Yeah.
I think we've seen a few good KOs. You know, the Ryan Garcia one was good. And then this Valdez one was good.
Yeah. This one's good.
What other memorable fights have we seen this year?
That was last year. This is the one that just comes to mind right now.
Yeah. When was Estrada? No, that was definitely last year.
Last year.
Yeah, I don't even know what year we're in, honestly. I'm going to be honest.
It feels like that.
What is this, February already? Almost March?
Almost March, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's that, man. Chris, send a few last shout-outs or tell them where they can follow us while I try to skim through the comments and see if I missed anything.
Yeah, so you guys can follow us on Instagram, our social media, on againstdaropes _, on IG.
Against DA-ropes.
DA-ropes.
Come on, son.
You guys can follow
Don't disrespect us like that.
On our website, againstdaropes .tv.com. And yeah, just follow, check out our some of the older podcasts that we have, subscribe, like, share. If you know anybody that likes boxing, put them on. If you guys, want to join the predictions for big fights, leave your comments for any major fights that we're covering this week, and Gio will look into that.
So Canelo, Yildirim, we're doing, obviously, most of us are going to go KO.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do decision or you want to go for Yildirim, you can do that too. But for Canelo, Yildirim, we're doing it kind of on a point basis. And I got to post this shit, man. I've been telling y'all for the past month or whatever. But we're also doing rounds, and we're giving you a 2-round gap. So, for example, I'm saying the fight will be stopped between 6th and 7th round, and you're saying 5th and 6th, right? So, yeah, if y'all want to leave your predictions in the comment section, not in the chat, in the comments, so I have it.
Yeah. So once again, also shout out to our sponsor, Puro Golpe. Check out his store. Got great apparel. You guys could also buy apparel from us. Gio will leave some comments. We do have some,
or you
some
can buy
merch.
some. Yeah, we do have some, and also if y'all want to purchase some Right Hook Roxy
Yeah, this one's
merch,
nice, man.
yeah,
Rock
get
this
at
a
us.
lot.
Yeah, get at us. You know, I have the OG one right here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, are you guys homies since high school? I mean, since kids? I guess we were kids, right?
This is very cute.
I was a kid for sure.
Yeah.
I think I was a freshman in high school when I met you.
High school
So
days.
this gentleman here is friends with my brother. He's not really my friend, but
we tolerate each other.
he's an innocent bystander. That no, but
This
I
is
met him-
all fake right here.
Yeah,
We barely like
we're
each
good
other.
actors, bro. Check out my movies. Check out my Wikipedia. I did a few novelas over there in Mexico. No, but we've been friends since high school. Chris and my brother are the same age, and we were all in the soccer team. So all the soccer players, no matter what level you're in, we all kind of hung out with each other.
Yeah.
Huh? It's just a big group of like 100 Mexican dudes. Yeah, so everyone kind of knew each other. But yeah, that's how we know each other. Thanks for the question, Gonzalo. Canelo by TKO second minute of round 7.
Oh, okay.
All right,
I was like,
Comics Vet.
second.
Hey, go subscribe to Comics Vet, ladies and gentlemen. He has some cool movie reviews. He hasn't been active lately, but he's gonna get on it. And even if he isn't, now he's pressured to get on his stuff. So, looking forward to the videos, Comics Vet.
Hey.
But yeah, anyway, I think we're out, huh?
Yeah,
We've been
because
saying
of-
bye for the past 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We're about an hour 12 in. Dude, this was actually short.
Yeah.
This was actually a short one. All right.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, and we'll probably give you guys a fight reaction. If not, Sunday, right? Sunday we can do,
can do
about
Sunday.
the same noon. We'll talk to our managers. We'll talk to our guys who schedules our stuff. We have a few events, right?
Yeah.
A few
We got
shoots that we have to do for
a few
ATR.
a few commitments already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to do a commercial for ATR. It's only gonna air in the UK.
Yeah.
So
It's,
you guys probably won't,
exclusive to the UK. So
you guys probably won't get it here, and that's why I don't really share that stuff, because I like, if you can't see it here in the US, I don't want to like share it and then
Yeah.
you're disappointed that you can't see it.
they're gonna
But
start.
it's, but it's gonna air in the UK. So
I mean, they could purchase the ATR app and pay
yeah,
a monthly subscription to that to see you and your
Yeah.
commercials.
yeah, of course, OnlyFans. Get out of here. But yeah, hey, real quick, Sean subscribed to Jeff's Boxing as well. He just reminded me. So you can subscribe to Comics Vet. Just unfollow him from Twitter and Instagram, because he did say some foul comments. So I'm just kidding. Bro. We're out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's go, mate.
Let's go.
Let's go. Shout out to George Cambosos. I know you watch this all the time, bro. Let's go, mate. Shout out to Eddie Hearn, too. We out.
God now. And I don't know who NM is, man. Flat out.
Michael, you already know I said I'm a fun guy.
Hola amigos, soy Juan Francisco Gallo Estrada. Quiero mandar un saludo para mis amigos de Contra las Cuerdas. Échenle muchas ganas. Un abrazo, muchas bendiciones.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. You know what mine is? Let's box, bitches. It's almost fight night.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you for the support. Keep doing your thing. You're doing a great job. So thank you and best wishes.
Against the ropes. Huge shout out to Against the Ropes. Against the Ropes.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you guys for the interview, and hope to see you guys soon.
Against the ropes, always doing the right thing.
Shout out to Against the Ropes, man. I appreciate you guys for having me, taking the time out y'all day.
Against the Ropes, #1.
Freddie Roach.
Thank you very much.